EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible. But we watched it happen.
2nd and 8. On play action, it's Wentz, rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3-and-out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, as he can really impact this offense. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Again, it's Lawrence. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes. They also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Lawrence throwing quickly out for Chark. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
A nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with ETN. And he stopped immediately there. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Play action. It's Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. The point after is good, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing is Wentz. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play, and it'll be 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Shark calls it in. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A handoff running left is Etienne. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his ends. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Jags grab it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A quick throw complete to Chark. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point safely through. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On 1st down, Wentz flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now a play fake. Wentz. This is caught by Hilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33.
And that holds first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Wentz going to throw. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Leo!
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And to throw again is Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 and the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted.
picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Lawrence will throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that's complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Wentz going to lead for Taylor on the option.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz, keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And
the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They go play action with Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And he picked up another 1st down there.
And some room to roam now. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to it. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Adams.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On play action, Lawrence.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Quiddy Pay in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down at 5.
Play action. Now Wentz. Flushed out right.
That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, it's Wentz. Out to his left. Complete to Hilton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Taylor.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lawrence. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down, Jacksonville.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And his kick is good. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Wentz to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw. Wentz. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Forced out to his left. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of...
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Wentz. Buying time to his left. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Fakes a spike. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And my goodness, another interception.
picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are right back in this football game.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Jacksonville, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.